There's a specific model that's came out probably 20, 30 years ago called the Ford method, and it stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. And I want to focus on how you can connect to someone that you have nothing in common with in the flight deck. For me, I'm a very talkative person, so I love to get to know people, and I'm very curious about different points of view. And, I don't disagree, or I don't agree with a lot of people and a lot of things they say, but I find it fascinating the way they think and the reason why they think. And so I kind of just want to leave you, the viewers, with this. If you start talking to someone you don't really have much in common and you work through, oh, do you live close to the airport? Do you like stuff? If you watch Living the Dream video on YouTube, do you like stuff? Go through this model with them and start with their family, be like, oh, are you married? Do you have wife, kids, whatever? Get to know them on a personal level and then start asking them questions about their family. So do your kids play sports? What part of, and just segment each one of those different groups and find out, and you can get to know someone probably within 30 minutes. And one thing I want to bring up too is people love hearing themselves talk. And so people love talking about themselves. So if you can get them talking about themselves, most likely they're going to find you a lot more enjoyable to be around because they like to express and they feel validated in their feelings and who they are. And especially older men don't really get the opportunity to talk about those different types of things, whether they're at home or whatever. Their voices aren't heard in that way. So if you can connect with a older generation that way, or if you talk about, let's say you're 60 years old flying with a 25-year-old, the same is true because a lot of those older dudes don't want to reciprocate that back to the younger crowd. And I think you guys can end up being really great friends or at least great coworkers by the end of the trip. So next time you go flying on your trip, remember what I told you: family, occupation, recreation, what they like to do for fun, and what their dreams and aspirations are. And most people love to tell you about what their dreams are. I just found out from the captain I'm flying with today, he wants to hike the Appalachian Trail with his daughters. And so he's telling me this whole 5-year plan of how he wants to get them into shape if they want to do it, of course, where they go take 4 months out of the year and they go hike the Appalachian Trail. And I was like, that is so cool. And unless you start asking questions, you don't understand who these people are on the human level. So again, I want to leave those thoughts with the viewers on go use the Ford model. And I'd love to hear a comment from one of you on next episode on a different story you learned from someone's experience in the flight deck.